Step into the storm of cultivation and confrontation. In recap, Alchemy Emperor of the Divine Dao, Chapter 11121, Chapter 11122, where Ling Han faces a flurry of challenges that test both his martial prowess and his indomitable spirit. Tensions rise as rival forces clash and the boundaries of power are pushed, promising a tale of strategy, courage, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. Prepare to witness every strike, every counter, and every twist in this riveting continuation of the Alchemy Emperor saga. The wind of the mountains swept through the lofty spires of the Black Tower, carrying with it the scent of stone and ancient power. Ling Han's gaze remained steady, calm yet sharp, as he faced the words of the invincible Paragon Saint. Impossible! The elder's voice boomed, resonating with the authority of countless cultivators past. 10 stars is an absolute threshold. Surpassing it is beyond mortal or saintly grasp. If your strength already rests at 10 stars, the purple pattern mountain river pills will offer no aid. Ling Han's lips curved into a faint smile. He nodded once, indifferent, for alchemical pills, no matter how wondrous, were but fleeting sparks compared to the brilliance one could forge within. I shall reach the summit of the mountain river tier by my own hand, he mused, relying on nothing but the body I've honed and the essence I command. True power belongs to the self, not to the whims of pills or elixirs. Then these purple pattern mountain river pills will continue as rewards, I assume. Could they not be replaced with something more fitting? Ling Han inquired casually, curiosity laced in his tone. The Paragon Saint's eyes narrowed, a grin tugging at his lips. No, unless you can conquer the 9th level of the tower. A spark ignited within Ling Han's eyes. And what reward awaits those who succeed? The elder scoffed, amusement mingled with disdain. Ah, so you are not without greed. Your true nature is laid bare. Ling Han chuckled, tilting his head. Curiosity is a harmless trait, is it not? The Paragon Saint snorted, disdain clear. Do you believe your own excuse? Laughter echoed from Ling Han, bold and ringing. You are a senior. Does jesting at a junior suit you so? Shameless ones must always be corrected, the elder replied, voice sharp. Ling Han rolled his eyes, inwardly dubbing him the invincible Dackhead Saint, a man who wielded slurs as freely as he did power. And the 4th trial? Ling Han asked, eager for action. Heh. The 4th through 9th trials are uniform. Simplicity masks the true test. Measuring the force of your strikes and the resilience of your defense, the final prize is veiled until the end. Whether you endure to see it is yet to be proven, the Paragon Saint explained. How tedious, Ling Han muttered, longing for the dance of sword strikes he could study and integrate into his path. Pass all 9, and then you may judge boredom, the elder snapped, voice edged with annoyance. Ling Han ignored the irritation and ascended to the 4th level. The chamber revealed itself in austere emptiness. 2 stone statues stood sentinel, flanked by an hourglass whose sands had only begun their descent. Inscribed across one was, "Hit me," across the other, "I'll hit you." Ling Han approached the first, his fist coiling with force. A swing, precise and unerring, struck the stone with a thunderous peng. The statue hurtled backward, the inscription morphing into the simple word "pass." Without a second thought, Ling Han strode forward. A gruff voice rang behind him, tinged with irritation. You finished already? Here, take it and be gone! Ling Han did not pause. Ascending to the 5th level, he found the same arrangement. The statues had grown stronger. The hit-me figure resisted his blow, falling but not flying. Each trial, Ling Han understood, adjusted to his might. As expected, he thought, the tower is discerning who is worthy of inheritance. By the 6th level, his strikes met near immovable stone. Even the combined might of his secret techniques and the flame-born divine patterns scorched merely the surface, revealing the trial's relentless design. His spatial spirit tool, where he had hoarded purple pattern mountain river pills, was sealed. Reliance on self was the only path. The fast technique, renowned for its speed, could not shatter the unyielding stone. The annihilating Dragonstar arrow followed, arrows of condensed origin power slicing the air in a deadly storm. Yet the statue remained. Astonishment gripped him. A power surpassing 6 stars, enhanced by secret techniques, could not conquer this trial. The hourglass's sands dwindled to 1/3, and Ling Han's mind raced. Failure sends one back to the tower's base. I cannot falter now. Drawing in a steadying breath, he summoned the ultimate arrow, Origin. Power surged through his limbs, coalescing into a singular shaft of light that carried the weight of his body's full might. Shoo! The arrow streaked across the chamber, striking true. Stones shattered and flew. Ling Han had triumphed. A smile graced his lips, though exhaustion forced him to the ground. Slowly he regained composure and beheld a new stone tablet materialize before him. "Brat, your power exceeds my expectation." The invincible paragon saint's voice carried a rare note of praise. "Though your stars have not yet reached 6, you surpass the 6th trial." Ling Han offered a modest reply, a subtle veil over the pride he felt. The elder's partial favor, begrudging yet genuine, was a rare gift. "He, I've set my gaze upon you, but the 7th trial, I doubt you can succeed," the elder muttered, unable to resist their playful exchange of insults, revealing that even in jest, the invincible deckhead saint had acknowledged the rising force of the young cultivator before him. The tower awaited, silent and endless, as Ling Han prepared to ascend further, the echoes of stone and destiny guiding his path toward mastery and the ultimate inheritance of the mountain river tier. The air inside the tower shimmered with a tense, almost tangible energy as Ling Han ascended to the next level, stepping once more into the crucible that tested the mettle of the most gifted cultivators. At last he glimpsed Xiao Sisi and others of his generation. Yet even more striking were the figures of the elder masters, some radiating the fierce, controlled aura of the sun-moon tier, others towering in the might of the heavenly body tier. The aftermath of the 6th trial had left them all in a state of relentless preparation, pushing their bodies and spirit to their utmost limits before daring to confront the 7th trial. Ling Han's thoughts drifted, pondering the legendary pills whose names stirred awe even among the most seasoned cultivators. The purple pattern mountain river pills were extraordinary, yet the purple pattern sun-moon pills promised even greater mastery. And above all, the purple pattern heavenly body pills, mere whispers of their power sent ripples across the entire joint peace planet. To elevate even a master like Empress Luan Xing by a single star could render her invincible for 2 hours. To leap 4 or 5 stars, such power could topple kingdoms. Possession of these pills was not merely a boon, but a delicate balance of strategy, a weapon whose careless use could ignite chaos, possibly obliterating entire majestic empires. A mere difference of 1 star between 2 cultivators could shift the tides of power drastically. This knowledge infused every contender with a ferocious determination, for the trials demanded nothing less than total commitment. Ling Han noted Shu Yanyu's absence, a predictable outcome, as her 2-star potential could not carry her to these heights. He set his mind to sharpening his own form, harmonizing every breath and sinew until his body resonated with peak energy. Then, without hesitation, he entered the 7th level and unleashed his ultimate arrow. Pah! The stone statue collapsed, though it merely fell in place rather than being sent flying. Ling Han understood instantly. The hit-me path had reached its limit. Beyond this, the 8th level statue would not succumb to his arrow unless he had ascended to a 7 or 8-star genius. To reach the 9th level, only a 9 or 10-star genius could hope to strike down its stone form. Yet the tower offered another path, the "I'll hit you" choice. Ling Han's curiosity overrode his pride. He needed to know what reward awaited those who endured the 9th level's torment. He strode to the 8th level entrance, greeted by silence and emptiness. Even prodigies like Xiao Sisi had yet to step here, having been dispatched to distant realms to perfect their mountain and river foundations. Still unable to forge a 5th mountain and river, at their maximum they could muster 6 stars of power, sufficient perhaps for the 7th level, but hopeless against the 8th. 2 stone statues awaited in the center, yet a small vial of pills lay at their base, a silent testament to the invincible paragon saint's earlier misjudgment. Ling Han chuckled, claiming the vial, only to find its stopper impenetrable. These treasures were not to be tools for passing the trials. With a calm smile, he set the vial aside and seated himself, true origin stone in hand, channeling the universal 8 desolation technique to absorb its power in mere hours. His body and spirit surged to peak vitality once more. He ascended the 8th level and chose the "I'll hit you" statue. In raw offensive power, he had yet to reach 6 stars. His ultimate arrow alone could no longer propel him further. but defense. Ah, his defenses now rivaled the resilience of level 4 godly metal. Here, strength alone would not suffice to harm him. Only those with Sun Moon Tear might could break through such armor. The stone statue stirred instantly, fists hammering toward him with blinding speed. Peng! Ling Han was hurled across the chamber, barely landing before another blow thundered toward him. So fast! So powerful! His mind raced. Though devoid of divine markings, the statue's sheer might was overwhelming. Yet Ling Han stood firm, absorbing blow after blow, guarding even the delicate lines of his face against the relentless assault. In contrast to the hit me statues, where a single strike ensured passage, the I'll hit you trial demanded endurance and unwavering resolve. Peng! 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 The strikes continued in an unyielding barrage, as if the statue would not cease until Ling Han was utterly broken. Only when the hourglass's sands emptied did the statue relent, its chest inscription fading into the word pass. Ling Han groaned, massaging bruised muscles, silently wishing the punishment could have been tempered. Emerging from the transformed chamber, he found another presence, Empress Luan Xing herself. Her sudden appearance was a revelation. She had also traversed to this 8th level. Ling Han speculated whether she had bested her trial with strikes or endured the blows. Perhaps the former. Her mastery of the indestructible Heaven's Scroll was peerless. If so, her strength could rival entire empires, capable of challenging even the Jade Drop and Eternity Sky majestic empires. Perhaps history's delicate balance was maintained by hidden defenses and ancient formations, explaining the tenuous peace of the 3 majestic empires. Their gazes locked, and for a heartbeat the air itself seemed to freeze. A glimmer of primal chaos radiated from Empress Luan Xing, shrouding her presence in an aura of invincibility. Yet beneath her disciplined control surged a searing fury. The memory of Ling Han's audacious, insolent act that had violated her, stolen blood from her neck, and desecrated her person. Her eyes blazed with killing intent, and her palm shot forward like a meteor descending upon him, a heavenly body tier strike capable of eclipsing the very light of heaven and earth. "Stop! Stop! Stop!" bellowed the stone tablet, a voice imbued with authority that bent the attack into nothingness. "Though I detest that brat, all who enter this tower are seeds of potential. None may perish here until I decree." Ling Han's heart raced. Protected within the tower by the invincible Paragon Saint, he could withstand her assault. Yet the world beyond this sanctuary offered no such safety. As cultivators of Scarlet Heaven Academy, or vassals of the Chaotic Star's majestic empire, escape was limited. Pursuit and reprisal awaited outside. He could only lament inwardly, "Why did you run over to suck my blood? Not like you're a bat." Empress Luan Xing restrained her fury, knowing the futility of attack within these walls. She glared, the heat of her wrath simmering beneath the veil of inevitability, the invincible paragon. Saint's voice cut through the tension. "It is the final trial. Begin now. If you succeed, an extraordinary reward awaits." Without hesitation, Empress Luan Xing ascended to the 9th level, her objective clear: complete the trial and exact vengeance upon Ling Han. He shook his head with a wry smile. The Black Tower would be his only recourse for the trials yet to come.